What's going on, everybody? I'm making today's video to give you guys an update about where we're at with the taper reload. It's now been about 10 days since I aborted my Suboxone jump, and I did that one at about 2 milligrams. I was kind of looking through the my record of what I was taking, and honestly it was kind of on average it was just a little bit above 2 milligrams, maybe like 2.5 milligrams if you kind of average your weekly amounts that I was taking. So yeah, I guess I wasn't as low as I thought I was, but at one point before I was down to about 1 milligram. So kind of wish I would have jumped when I was down to that point, but you know, like I said, but I've had my own meds this whole time up until this last 10 days. One thing I do gotta say is it is much less stressful if I do not have control of my own meds. Wow, it makes tapering so much freaking easier. I went right to 1 milligram instead of 2 milligrams where I was before I jumped. So after those 53 hours that I went without anything, I went right to 1 milligram. And was taking 0.5 milligram in the morning and then 0.5 milligram PM, as you guys know. And I did that for about 8-9 days and I was fine. So making progress here. I was able to cut my dose right in half after taking those few days off. So if you guys are, you know, maybe struggling if you jumped and you're struggling and you just push as hard as you can, you can't make it, and you're thinking about going back on, just make sure you guys go back on at a lower dose, because your body is now expecting a much lower amount to have your baseline. So use that opportunity if you guys have put in the work, and if you took a few days off and you just can't push anymore for some reason, don't be ashamed to admit that you failed, because life is full of failures, and you know, you might have to fail 3, 4, 5 times, but the key to it is to just push yourself and try to get a little bit better each time. So right now, today is actually my second day on 0.75 milligrams. Still taking 2 doses. I take it same thing in the morning and in the afternoon. I did want to kind of mention that I feel like a lot of people get stuck in the taper right around 2 milligrams. I think that's just, it sucks, because I personally experienced that as well. You know, I stayed at 2 milligrams for a while because it just seemed so hard to get below that. And once I did, though, like once I somehow got over that fear, it literally, I was surprised at how easy it was. To be honest with you guys, I feel like going from 16 milligrams to, let's say, 10 milligrams or 12 milligrams is just like going from 2 milligrams to 1.5 milligrams. You know, that everyone knows that a higher amount is a little bit easier. But, you know, going from 4 milligrams to 3 milligrams, you know, it's just like going from 2 milligrams to 1.5 milligrams. It's, at the end of the day, don't let your head screw you over into thinking, oh, 2 milligrams, anything below this. No, guys, it's the same thing. You know, it's always just, you're just lowering that 20% per week or whatever it is. It's not going to be any different. Your brain doesn't know the difference between the amount. It just knows that you're getting that much less. So you're going to be experiencing the same side effects you did, if any, when you went from 8 milligrams to 6 milligrams. It's going to be the same thing. You already know what to expect. You've lowered your dose time and time again. It's no different going from 2 to 1.5. It's no different from going to 1 milligram to 0.75. It's all the same stuff. You guys have been through it. We've tapered this fire. It's just the same damn thing. All we gotta do is keep going down a little bit lower every time. So I just wanted to kind of say that if some of you guys are stuck at a certain amount and can't go below it, it's just the same thing, guys, that you've already done. You know what to expect. You're just removing 20% of opiate your opiate blood level is just going to be 20% lower than it was before, and it's going to feel exactly like it did when you did the last jump or the last reduction in the taper. So hopefully that can maybe push some of you guys, because I'm not joking. You know, that's just what it is. And it's been no different for me going from 1.5 to 1 milligram as it was to go from 1 milligram to 0.75. It's just the same feelings, a little bit of lack of energy. It gets easier to use the bathroom every time. My sex desire goes up a little bit each time I drop the dose. What else? Those are really the gist of it. I've got maybe a little bit of a fever. I mean, it's nothing like full-blown withdrawals, nothing. It's a walk in the park. You're just taking little tiny steps at a time, you know, instead of jumping right off. So at this point, as far as when I'm going to jump again, I don't have a set date for that. I'm just going to kind of take it how I feel, and I'll probably end up jumping off right around 0.5 milligrams. And just kind of depends on how fast I feel comfortable getting there. Now, I still want to stress that I'm wanting to keep myself a little bit uncomfortable. I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out process going from 0.75 to 0.5. You know, I want to do it as soon as I can, but I want to do it right. And for me, that is going to be, you know, it's going to be kind of quick, but not too quick. And for me, that's probably going to be, I'm guessing I'll probably jump again anywhere between the next 10 to 20, 30 days, somewhere right around there, maybe a week to 3 weeks, just depending on how I feel when I get down to 0.5. You know, I'm just going to gauge it as I go. So this time I'm not going to have a specific set date until I know like a week before. So if the next few days go well at 0.75, then I'll jump down to 0.5 in probably 3 or 4 days from now. And so, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to make this update for you guys, so you maybe kept thinking about your buddy here. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing really good. And I also hope that you guys are pushing yourself to get a little bit closer to sobriety. And I do have a couple of things going on right now. I'm really trying to decide if I'm going to plant some roots here in my new state. I've been here now about 7 months, and I need to figure something out with my career. So my question is should I go back to my previous state that I've grown up in, that I know I can be successful in, but that's where I have a past relationship that I don't want to be, quite a few relationships, you know, of friends and stuff that I don't want to reignite. You know, I just need to let those calm down for a while longer. Also, I just feel like I have so many distractions in my in my home state, and that was huge for me because I started a business there, and it was very hard to maintain my social life as well as my business, because I was running the business by myself. And I looked at a picture from myself from when I was in that position, and I looked like shit. I looked like the worst I've ever seen myself look in a picture. So right now my life is pretty much stress-free, it's drama-free, and you know, I understand that having a business is going to create some stress in my life, but maybe this is like the perfect time for me to just try to grow some roots here for a while. And it's going to suck to stay with my family for a while, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to teeter-totter, you know, like my family, they're all in my last state, and I got nobody here, no friends yet, just my girl and my dogs. And so it might be time for me to start branching out and kind of making some roots here, maybe make a couple of decent friends here. What do you guys think? Should I put it on hold until I know? You know, I don't feel like I'm ever going to know for sure. I feel like there's always going to be guesses, you know, and question marks as far as, you know, what I want to do. I've just always kind of been indecisive like that. But it's about time, you know. I'm down to less than 1 milligram a day of subs. I'm going to have a lot of energy, hopefully, and a lot of spare time as soon as I get off this. and I'm gonna need to focus all that energy somewhere. So I'm kind of thinking, why not start with my business? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I wait it out? Wait till I'm done with this? That was kind of the plan, is to just fully get sober, and then experience everything from there and start fresh and clean. But I don't know. It's a really hard decision at this point. So what it is it's a car dealership. So here it would be something smaller, only about 15 cars on the car lot. Which I love, because I could run that by myself. I could take care. I wouldn't have to have any employees. It would be cheap to run, and it's what I love. Cars have been my passion my whole life, and the cars would be able to be kept indoors, which I love that part. It's a brand new shop. It is kind of far. It's 20 minutes from my house, but I could move closer, to the shop if I needed to, if the drive sucked. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, you guys. I just love cars, and cars have always been my passion. It's what I'm good at. I'm good at working on them. I'm good at buying them, fixing them, selling them. It's just what I do. So that's currently my dilemma, and I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you would wait on that. I already said the same stuff, so I'm going to stop repeating myself now. So thanks for watching the update, and I hope you guys are still following along. There's going to be a lot more videos to come, and have a great day. Bye.